I think that's better. OBS says I have a live stream, and apparently YouTube agrees. All right. The stream's up and the doors are open. There's the back girl. First one in the door gets the best virtual seat in the house, so pull up a chair here to the foot of the stage. Good to see you. Man, I slid in from my office. I had about 10 minutes to spare. So I got my laundry in. Got everything fired up. All right. Doors are officially open. I'm just getting settled and tuned up. And we'll wait for the rest of the tribes members to check in. Hey, I've been wondering where you are. Brother Mike up in Michigan. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Awesome. Oh, let me see. Hang on. I moved things around a little. Sunday, I had obviously hit my volume knob on my interface, and my audio level was too low for some reason. That's the mic guitar. Check, check, check. See? That mic audio is just down a tad. All right, check. Ooh, there we go. May not make much of a difference on your end, but I like to try to have the audio levels dialed in. So that's the guitar. Here's vocal. Vocal's still a little low. All right, check, check. Yeah, that's better. This interface is it's awesome, but it's very sensitive. Like many of us creatives. Oh, we've got more. Let's see. Z-Man, good evening. Just got back. Oh, yeah, he's still up in, you're in Ohio. You're closer to Amy than we are. Went to the A's-Reds game. Cool. Jane's here. Running errands in the car. I love it when you guys check in on the go. That's so fun. I also went to the Underground Railroad. Oh, how was that? When I was coming back home from South Carolina, when I came back off the road for the last time, I made my first trip to Graceland. And when I was in Memphis, I went to the Civil Rights Museum, which was sobering, and but it was wonderfully done. And I think I heard of the Underground Railroad Museum, but I haven't seen it. So that must have been fascinating. Hopefully they did it justice and did a really good presentation. The Civil Rights Museum is built up to and around the Lorraine Hotel, which is where Dr. King was assassinated. And they have the whole wall removed to the apartment he was in. So you can see the inside of the apartment, and then like the front door, and then the front balcony. But that Civil Rights Museum is like 2 stories. It's like massive and incredibly done. So hopefully the Underground Railroad did it justice. Batgirl says, hope you were rooting for the Reds. See, I only gave it 1 star. There were no trains underground. It was very well done. What is that? Yeah, there were no trains. Yeah, so it wasn't a railroad. They may have used railroad cars, but it was people. It was people hiding and moving slaves and keeping them safe. It was very well done. I'm glad to hear of that. That I'd like to see. Oh, all right. Let's give it another half a minute and we'll get some music going. So glad to see Mike. I missed you, man. We missed you being here. Glad you checked it. I'm kidding, I know. Oh. Yeah, I'm a little slow sometimes. All right, tribe. Welcome to Winedown Wednesday. Good to see you. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Still a little warm here in the Sonoran Desert. That's the weather check-in for today, but we get through it because we have air conditioning. We got a cooling trend coming, though. Monsoon weather is supposed to be coming and cooling things down a bit. Amy got it. Yeah, I didn't get it until right away. Mike says clean up storm damage is tiring. Still working on that, huh, man? Oh, dude. Yeah, I'll bet. You told me about all the stuff that happened up there. It's terrible. Glad you're okay. Glad you're getting through it. All right, let's do kick off a little bit with my buddy Steve Holtz and Jewel. Anytime's a good time for Steve Holtz music. I like this one, kicking off my Winedown Wednesday set. I hear the clock at 6 a.m. Feels so far from where I've been. I've got my eggs, I got my pancakes too. I've got my maple syrup, everything but you. Break the yolks and make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off the mirror, don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Called my mom, but she was out for a walk, and sold a cup of coffee, but it didn't want to talk. So I picked up the paper, it was more bad news. Our hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same, 'cause it was happy and I was sad, yeah. It only made me miss you oh so bad, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, I go about my business and I'm doing fine. Besides, what would you say if I had you on the line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Hey. Brush my teeth, put the cat back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up and turn the sheets down, yeah. I take a good long look around. Put on my PJs and hop into bed. I'm half alive, but I feel mostly dead. myself it'll be alright. I shouldn't think any more tonight, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, you meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. There's a little Steve Poltz and Jewel opener for this Winedown Wednesday. Good to see everybody. Any new check-ins or comments? No? Glad to see everybody here. Hope wherever you're at, you're doing well, staying out of the heat. As we're doing our best here. Oh. Yeah, so everybody's Z's traveling up in Amy's corner of the woods. Mike's in Michigan. And yeah, Z got to meet the famous Batgirl. So happy that you got to meet her. And I love it when my tribe gets to connect with one another. We're all spread out, so it's not very often. But Steve, my buddy Steve Poltz, our buddy, if you know him, yeah, he's coming here in December? Yep. So Z and Nita got tickets, so that'll be their first time seeing him. So we'll get some of the local tribe connecting over one of my greatest influences and one of the most entertaining folk singer-songwriters you ever will have the chance to meet. And he will give you that opportunity afterwards. And as you'll see, when the show is done, you'll know it before the show is done. There's no way to explain Steve Poltz. You have to experience him. He is an experience. Anybody that's been following him for any length of time will tell you that's true. That's the closest that you can come to describing Steve Poltz. He's an experience. It's going to be a great time. I promise you that. Never a bad show. Amy was grooved. Had a groovy time meeting Z. Yep. Z's got tons of great energy. All right. I'm feeling a little double shot of Steve Poltz. All the Steve Poltz talk. Looking forward to December. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs. You could bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call, all your own. And I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in your hands, and I don't have a way to climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back, and I don't have an answer, so I fade out into black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Well, and I walk so slowly through the broken glass outside. I try to know so cautiously. I'm wondering where you hide. got notes tacked on my wall and kisses oh so sweet. And all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up. I said, oh, good morning, I miss waking up with you. $100 phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me. Hey, are you still alive? Dirty plates and bottles will decorate my floor. And I got lots of so-called friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. There's a double shot of my buddy Steve Poltz coming to Chandler this December. I know Gene's got tickets. My friend Kelsey bought mine as an early birthday present. Z and Nita have tickets. They're going. It'll be so much fun. Z and the Batgirl are exchanging. Yeah, they got to meet. That was pretty cool. Let me see. I'm still working on positioning. Sometimes I get my laptop put in just right. I need to slide it over more. I'm not going to do it now, but I'm trying to get myself more in the frame. So what I see is opposite of you, so moving this way. Yeah. But I'm trying to get my guitar more in the frame too. So anyway, I'm feeling pretty Steve Poltzy right now. So I'm going to follow that vibe. And let's just continue on with that. As he says, be able to get a picture of Steve. Oh yeah. You'll probably want to have your camera ready. I don't like photos of me. I can't stop you from doing them. But when Steve, and Kelsey can attest to this, when he sees me, so he sometimes will go around the room and stuff like that, and he's going to stop and sing right at me and talk to me a little bit. And then at some point, because we've got a long, not as long as others, but a long kind of history. So, yeah, he will interact with me, and if you're sitting near me, you'll get close-up photos, and then he takes photos afterward, sells merchandise. He goes to the merch table. His wife Sharon runs that. And he waits for people to come and talk to him, and he'll sign anything, and pretty much literally he will sign anything, and you'll get your pictures with him and all of that. Believe me. And I know Jean's out running around, but she can attest to that. So she's witnessed that firsthand, and so has Kelsey. So Yeah, oh yeah, you're going to get a chance to stand in his energy and presence, and just see why he's such a big part of my life. And I think everything I learn about performing, I learned from Steve Poltz. So yeah, it's going to be a great night, believe me. So let's do a little Steve Poltz from via Australia, some couple of decades ago, I think.
Left on my calling card. I was halfway around the world and it was raining really hard. And I only had a couple of aspirin and half a can of beer. So I swallowed it down for courage, but it was still pretty hard to hear. There's only 3 words that I wanted to tell you, but it would be easier if you were here and I could smell you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I'll scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I get soaked in the sin, but I fall right back in to your arms again. So I ordered 4 cans of Tuies and I set them on the trunk. Had a long conversation with a hopeless drunk. I only had 5 tickets and 6 new friends. So one of them had a hissy fit and drove off in her Mercedes-Benz. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I'll scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I'll get drenched in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. So we played 7-card stud, and I had a royal flush. I took out your picture and I started to blush. 'Cause I only had 8 lives. Most cats got 9. Meow. So I skipped out on the bungee jumping just this time. Just this time. 'Cause I only had 10 chances to say I love you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I'll scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I'll get soaked in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. Hey, I'll collapse into your loving arms again. Yeah, I fall right back into your arms again. Following my muse, and apparently I'm doing a Steve Poltz mini set because another one just came to me. He also wrote and recorded this one in Australia. So he said, yeah, pictures with Steve. Yes, you will indeed.
Not just pictures, but if you interact with him, he will talk, and it's going to be fun. He says, cool. Yep. Gene says, your guitar sounds awesome inside the car. Oh, cool. Yeah, so Z had mentioned that. He was coming, I think he did an overtime shift at the plant, and he came back and said, oh, it's in stereo. Then he checked in from, what was it, 34,000 feet over the weekend or late last week. And he had internet access, and he said, oh, I can hear the stereo effect going back and forth between the speakers. And so now Gene's out running around, and it sounds great inside the car. How are you guys getting it in your car? I guess I never asked that. Oh, it's through your phone, right? No. You can do your phone at home. Oh, you must be... I'm a little behind on sub technology, so some of that. So you must have your phone broadcasting through a Bluetooth through your car speakers, I guess. Great Steve hat trick. Thank you. You're going to have to add to that because I got another one coming up. I don't know what 4 is. Quadruple? So he said, on the plane with, Bose headphones. Well, no wonder. It was excellent. That's cool. And he says, Dave might need his autograph too. I know he barely has started. Oh, yeah. He'll sign anything. And he'll have merch there. CDs, T-shirts. Yeah, so if you want to start a Steve Poltz collection... I've got framed stuff that I don't even have up on my walls here. I've got put away. I've got so much stuff signed by him. Yeah, you'll have to get. You'll definitely find something or want to get something signed. So I just dropped down 1 fret. Let's do this one too. Steve did this. Wrote and recorded this in Australia some years ago. Ride with the top down, and all the boys stare. The scent of a magazine, your wind-blown hair. And I could have tried to get deeper inside. So sat there alone, I slowly got fried. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures, I got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the records, but leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. Down in Grimsby, and I missed you so bad. I felt like a fifth wheel, a smile when I'm sad, and all of the whiskey in the world couldn't stop my heart from beating. I spun like a top. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures, you got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the vinyl, leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. Screw these damn cell phones, the cancer in my head, this genetic chicken makes me feel like I'm dead. Can argue for hours and miles in the night till I just pass out. in life. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures, got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the records, leave me the Motown and the stacks. I've got miles of old memories, you and me down by the tracks. You can keep most of the albums, leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. That's a Steve Poltz song written in Australia some years back called Stax, S-T-A-X. Stax-Vols was a blues label in the 50s and 60s, I think, out of Nashville. So when he says Stax, he's talking about the Stax record labels. Let me see. Z says, definitely get something signed. Yeah. Gene says, phone Apple Air. Oh, cool. I've not used that. I've used AirDrop for transferring big files. Cool. Amy says, just joking that Jave is starting to collect autographs. Oh, no. That's not a joke. You're right on. When he sees Steve and Nita, he's going to first of all fall in love like all of us, and he's going to want to start collecting Steve Poltz stuff. Believe me. Your intuition is spot on. It might have started as a joke, but it is going to be a reality. Believe me. He's going to be smitten like all of us. Steve is an experience. Nope. You're right on the money. He's going to start collecting those. Great song. Thank you. Well, from a great songwriter. Love that one. Me too. And as I always say with emphasis, me three. Let's do another Steve Poltz. I don't know why, I'm just following it. So he had this on the soundtrack to that movie Jack Frost with Michael Keaton all those years ago. You can say you're coming back, you can say you're leaving. Wish that you would let me know so I can stop my grieving. And if a road come back to haunt me, am I gone and I do not know? The sky come back to taunt me, am I gone and I'm feeling low? Gone and I'm feeling low. Don't talk of things that you don't understand. No, don't discuss what you don't know. It never did you any good, no how. Don't leave your things where you've got baggage hanging around. It only makes it hard to walk this town. You can say you're coming back, you can say you're leaving. Wish that you would let me know so I can stop my grieving. And when the clouds roll back, I think of you. The springtime makes me grin. And every time I turn around, you're leaving again. You're leaving again. You're leaving again. Leaving again. Leaving again. stopping there. My muse said yes, and I said, and I filled in the rest and said, yeah, I know. It's everybody's favorite. That has been to one of the 3 house concerts that I hosted some years back, over a couple of years in my house. I hosted Steve 3 times at house concerts. I got to open for him myself those 3 times. But prior to that, years before, when he headlined the Rhythm Room, as I told this story halfway through the show, he asked me if I wanted to come up on stage and play this song that he had helped me learn via email before I ever had met him. Because a woman who worked on my shift heard I played guitar, and she grew up in Southern California, and said, there's a guy I think you might like, and she gave me a mixed CD of his, and that's how I first learned of Steve Poltz. And this was the first song on it, and it was a live version recorded in San Diego when he opened, I think, for Jewel. And so anybody with a keyboard knows that's your cue. I don't do this very often, so I sometimes go, am I going to remember it? It's like, yeah, I will. So he handed me Smokey Joe, his guitar. My knees were shaking like Michael Jordan had just asked you to come out and shoot some threes, man. It was awesome. So I played the guitar and kind of botched the opening a little and got it back on track. And then first, second verse, bridge, and then on the third verse, I jumped in and started singing, and he just backed up and let me sing the whole third verse. And then we came in together on the chorus, and everybody thought we'd rehearsed it. And I promise you, we had never rehearsed it. It just happened. And so my friend Dawn and her husband they used to live in Tucson. They're in New Mexico. They were there, and she took the only pictures of that. And they recorded the show that night. I hated listening to the audio because I blew the opening, but we got it back on track, and it was so fun. So first song I ever heard of Steve Poltz, and I fell in love with it, and then I couldn't figure out the opening, and so the lady that had given me that CD said, well, just email him. And I'm like, he's not going to respond to me. She goes, oh, no, he will. And she was right. So he responded to me, and he told me how to play the opening, and we've been friends ever since. So you know what to type and when. So let me see. So I haven't done this in so long. I love girl love me. It not only cracked up to be soda pop, the radio on, dedicate my girl a song. Gone are days of simple things, got to buy baby diamond rings. Keep it simple, just don't brag. Got to be high speed, low drag in the Impala of my love. Here's your line: do up, baby, of my love. Do up, baby, of my love. One more time. Do up, baby, of my love. Coffee pot is sold bilingual. Self-help books on being single. Everything today is so high-tech. Why can't we just park by the lake and neck in the Impala of my love? Do up, baby, of my love. Do up, baby, of my love. Do up, baby, of my love. Love in the 21st century is such confusion, such mystery. Where's my modem? Where's my mother? Fax incoming. Oh,
Stars are out, you look fine. Empty clothes, empty bottle of wine. You got nice gams, that's French fillets. Let's cook it in the back seat, baby, like a couple of poached eggs. In the empire of my love, do-wop, baby, of my love. Do-wop, baby, of my love. Do-wop, baby, yeah. I don't know how many doo-wops we got out there, but usually Jean leads the pack, but she's out grocery shopping. So Jean said, doo-wop, baby. Oh, is that the only one I got? Oh, that's okay. Sometimes I'm just background, so I needed to scroll down. Oh, there's another doo-wop, baby. Maybe they're just coming in delayed. Yeah. Steve doesn't do that one very often live, so... but that is a great sing-along song. So when I've done it with a live studio audience, some of you have been there the last couple of years, that's a fan favorite. And I like doing that with a whole crowd to type in doo-wop, baby. That is a great, fun song. Oh, doing okay on time. I've known others throughout the years, but I think this right now... Yeah, this is the only other Steve Poltz song I had. So apparently I'm doing a Steve Poltz mini set. Steve had this on the soundtrack to Notting Hill, that movie with Hugh Grant. It's one I love opening with. I've played it at weddings and other such things. And as Steve used to say, this one is for anybody with freckles on their... This is for lovers anywhere. Anybody with freckles on their face, so I like that. Well, I love everything about you, and I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. And I love the way you lick your lips, dear. Got fireworks in your hair, and I love the way you bring me water when I'm thirsty in your bed. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. Surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You got the devil in your eyes. You disappear without a trace. I love sneaking up behind you when you're looking in the mirror. The way your eyes lock into mine, dear. without guilt and without fear. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you.
All right, there's a little Steve Poltz primer. In August, before this December, Steve's coming back to the Valley. We're going to have a great time watching him. Wow, these hours go by so quickly. Well, that took up a lot of time, but well worth it. Jean, what did she say? Do it, baby, 3 times. I paused while grabbing yogurt. That's a song title. That just came to me. I won't, but because I don't write many songs these days, but I need to. That's a funny song title. So that's the songwriting game. Steve was in with Bob Schneider, Jason Mraz, Billy Harvey, Anya Marina. So they would get a song title, and you had 24 hours in which to write the song. I haven't played it in so long. I'm not going to play mine, but Steve and I did that after I think it was my second house concert, and he gave me the song title, "The Stars Know." I haven't played it in so long, and we had 7 days, because he was on tour, and I was working as a production assistant on a movie set here locally. So I finished mine and recorded it on. I had a tablet, GarageBand. Like, I wasn't into recording. I didn't have any of this. I was years away from recording my album. So I sent it to him, and I had put some effects. I don't know how I did it on the vocals. And he wrote back. He goes, "Oh, I love this." He goes, "I'm such a loser. I didn't finish mine." And the reason he gave me that song title was because when Bob Schneider gave him that, he didn't finish it back then either. So he gave it to me, and he still didn't finish it. So that's when I learned about the songwriting game, and you just have to go with the title. The Stars Know, and that was it. So Gene says, I paused while grabbing yogurt, and immediately my creative mind went, oh, that's a song title. I paused while grabbing yogurt. Gene, you'll have a better memory of, hang on to that. Hang on to that. And at some point say, hey, have you given me any thought to I paused while grabbing yogurt? Maybe we can co-write that together. If you come up with funny lyrics, I'll put the words to it and give us both credit for it. Kind of like, what was it? Somebody in David. Oh, I'm blanking now. The songwriters, Hal and David. Yeah, so they would come up. Somebody did the lyrics, and Bacharach and David. Burt Bacharach would do like the music, and Hal David would do the lyrics. Elton John and Bernie Taupin. Bernie Taupin came up with the lyrics. Elton John came up with the music. So it'll be Gene and Bruce. J&B for short, maybe. And come up with whatever strikes you. I pause while grabbing yogurt. That's the song title. I'm playing Steve Poltz stuff. This is what happens. It just opens up this whole left hemisphere creative thing that just takes over and goes. It'll just go as far as until I stop it. So, the bad girl says, I just had yogurt before Bruce started, and I hate yogurt, but forced myself to be healthy. Oh my God, that's funny. Put fruit in it. I didn't like it when I was a kid, but then they started adding fruit. You can buy blueberries and stuff and put that in. It really helps. Some of my comments don't appear to be there yet. Yeah, I went to the laptop too, but I could do the doo-wop. You always do the doo-wop. I don't know what happened with that. With both names too. Oh, so the other your alias has not shown up. That's strange. Let me see. That was the last of the Steve Poltz stuff. Yeah, well, I was going to do something else. And then I got carried away because Gene wrote, I paused while grabbing yogurt. And my left hemisphere went, went off on a total sprint. So let's do a song together, Gene. Come up with lyrics. Send them to me. I will get a tune, I'll get a melody, which will inform chord progressions, and then we'll co-write a song together. That'll be fun. I could do a demo of it, and I'll send it to Steve and say, "Hey, my friend Gene that you've met, we wrote a song together." That'd be funny. Ah, there's the groovy dancer. Her alias just popped up. I did it with both names a couple times, but no, that's the first time it's come up here. Z did the doo-wop. Never showed. That's crazy weird. I know, because you guys always do that. I don't know. Next line, and I hate yogurt. Oh, song title. Or line. Okay, what was the title again? I paused while grabbing yogurt. And I hate yogurt. Okay, that's the next line. Okay, Gene, you'll have to write these down and remember them. So that's the title, and that's this, and then the title is the opening line. I pause while grabbing yogurt, and Amy says, "I hate yogurt." All right, so apparently there's 3 of us that are gonna, at least right now, that are gonna engage in a songwriting. No, you can't put that out there and say you're kidding. Sorry, it's too late. Can't take it back. You are officially part of the songwriting team for the yogurt song. Huh. What was I going to play? I had something. It wasn't a Steve. It was something else. Oh. Nope. Too late. You're in with this. You're a poet anyway, so you can't back out now. Oh, I know. So yesterday morning, I woke up like uncharacteristic. I think I went to bed a little early, like around midnight. And I woke up at like 6:15, and I could not get back to sleep. So I put on some coffee, and I came in, and I went to YouTube, and there was a live broadcast. I watched the last 30 minutes of it. Turned out to be like an hour and a half. I saw the live broadcast of Glenn Hansard's memorial. Actually, it was his funeral. It was closed casket, but they had him there. I don't know if you've seen the replay on YouTube, but I got to see it live the last 30 minutes. Bono was there singing, Eddie Vedder. I watched the replay, so his wife gave a very emotional speech. A lot of people got up and talked, but it was wonderful. All the music. Oh, people I'd even know, Irish artists, all these musicians and guitar players and stuff. It was beautiful. And so I got thinking, I wanted to do this song again because I'm still remembering Glenn. And yeah, so Winedown Wednesday, I was just thinking, yes, so this fits in perfectly with the Winedown Wednesday theme. So I know I've done it a couple times since we got the tragic news, but I wanted to do it again. Well, I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. And words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react. And games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You make it now. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back and move
yourself. It's time that you've won. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, sing your melody. I'll sing it loud. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Pay the cost to lay. Now you're gone. Oh. Woo. Oh. Lots of emotions there. I don't know if you've seen the tributes, man, but oh. I would suggest if you didn't see any of it, go to YouTube and just type in Glenn Hansard funeral, and you'll see there were several different outlets that carried it. I'm trying to remember the one I saw that had great camera angles. I think it was from the UK. I can't remember. I happened to catch the last half hour of it because it was broadcast live from halfway around the world. And it was wonderful. It was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. You'll love it. And on YouTube, in the last like 3 days or more, there have been so many people doing groups of buskers singing that song all around the world, but especially around Ireland. And then after he passed, I read that I saw so many interviews and so many people loved him, people you don't know, famous musicians, and every Christmas Eve, he would go back to Dublin and busk on the streets with anybody who showed up, and he would play music. Like, he was so accessible. That's what I love about Steve Poltz. He's so accessible. And if I was ever on that level, that's how I would want to be with people. That just accessible and listen to them and their stories and play for people and stuff. So I do it on a really small scale here with you guys. But that sits really well with my heart. I mean, Glenn went back and he had charitable causes, but he would play on the street and in pubs, and you can see videos everywhere. This guy known around the world, and he just went back home and gave himself to people and the music, and I love that. So on Christmas Eve, he would do this busking thing. So busking, if you don't know, is playing music on the streets. And so that's how he started, just playing music like a street performer. Just like in the movie Once, it starts out with his character busking on just playing money with his guitar case open for change. And that's how he started his career. So every year he'd go back home, and on Christmas Eve, he would do this busking festival with whoever showed up, and he would just play with all these people, and I love that. So people around, especially Ireland, were like, within 24 hours, I think, after he passed, they were doing these busking things and playing music, and just people you'd have 10 guys out there with guitars, most of whom didn't know each other, but they all knew the songs and they would play. And man, I just have watched that the last couple of days. I love that. So I saw his funeral yesterday live. Early in the morning, I was meant to wake up, and I got to see the last third, the last half hour. It was beautiful. If you get a chance, go watch it. I would recommend it. I know Jean loves that song. I texted the news to my daughter that morning, and I said, sad news out of Ireland, out of Dublin, because for my 50th birthday, Amy was there. I think Jean was there at the coffee shop. My daughter Lauren and I, so far today, it's the only father-daughter song we've ever played together. And that was a long time ago, 15 years ago, almost 16.
If I'm being honest, I didn't want to say it, but it's true. And she did the keyboards, so I sent her that headline, and she was sad. And then she sent me the video I had taken when Glenn and Marquetta came as the Swell Season like 2 years ago, and came and we saw them together. She got me tickets for my birthday, and so we did that song together, and that's the only time we've ever done anything together in that song. So I texted her the next day and I said, "There's still time to do that song together," and she replied back and said, "That would be lovely." So she said, "I haven't listened to that or played it in so long." So I don't know when, but we may have a chance to do that. Also, my friend Sharona, I was looking for her to check in, but I haven't seen her. She's up in Seattle. I sent her that and I said, we could do this together. And she loved that idea. She plays piano and she sings very well. Well, she was here earlier this year. So I might have a chance to do that with my daughter. I might have a chance to do it with Sharona. We'll see. But anyway, people around the world have been doing all these busking festivals on the streets to honor Glenn, the late great Glenn Hansford, and that song. So I was trying to figure out what to end on. I think I just did. This was Winedown Wednesday. I was going to keep going, but I think that's the one to end on. It is. I did all Steve Poltz stuff, and then Steve Poltz is part Irish, so am I. He has Irish songs that he wrote and covers. I've done one once, but he would approve. Steve Poltz would approve and say, that's the one to end on. So I think I'll call it that. I hadn't planned on that, but it's just over the top of the hour, and I'm not going to be able to top that tonight. That was perfect. Divine timing is always perfect. Groovy Dancer says, no, you guys. Okay, Groovy Dancer can back out, but the Batgirl cannot. You're in. So, no getting out on this one. So, you already contributed a line. If that's the only one you give us, it doesn't matter. You're part of the songwriting team. If something else comes to you, and it probably will, shoot it to us. We'll figure it out. So, the song title of So I could go with I Hate Yogurt. No, but that's what most people would choose. But the actual song title needs to be I Paused While Grabbing Yogurt, because it's like, what does that mean? Like, I hate yogurt is, okay, a lot of people hate yogurt. That line needs to be in the song. But the title should be I Paused While Grabbing Yogurt. Not only because Gene mentioned it first and started this whole thing with my left hemisphere, but that's also a non sequitur. It's like, what does that mean? I paused while grabbing, like, pause from grabbing what? That's a great title because it kind of reels you in. And then the next line is, I hate yogurt. That's perfect because that's a juxtaposition. You paused from what? And you were grabbing yogurt with intent, but then you say, I hate yogurt. So that's the story we have to write. So that's it. As part of that songwriting trio, I'm calling it. The title can't be I Hate Yogurt. That's like, okay. But that line is perfect after the title. I paused while grabbing yogurt. That's the title, which is actually the opening line. Or no. We'll figure it out. I hate yogurt. So that's going to be our challenge. Why did you grab yogurt? What did you pause from? Why did you grab it? And why do you hate yogurt? And so we're going to figure that story out and write it. So, all right, so that's going to be great. Gene says, so beautiful. Thank you. Z says, thanks, you're welcome. Yes, a lovely ending. That was a perfect song in honor of the late, great Glenn Hansard. Gene says, thank you. Thank you all for tuning in. So good to see you. Mike was out there in Michigan. And Z's up there in Ohio, where Amy is. Gene and I are down here. I think I got everybody. Anybody that at least typed in comments. I never know when people are watching that don't type in comments. I don't get a chance to recognize them. So anyway, so thanks for tuning in for this Winedown Wednesday. As always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy. Your immune system's bolstered up. If you're here in the Sonoran Desert, thanks for keeping yourself cool. Enjoy what's left of your Winedown Wednesday. I will too. I'm back to laundry. which I started before my set. Enjoy what's left of your Winedown Wednesday. I will be back same bat time and channel for Fiesta Friday, and we'll see what that set holds tonight. I just followed my muse and my heart. Amy said, I meant after Gene's line. Yeah, it's just perfect after Gene's line. Because it's like, what? So we're going to have to figure out how to make that work. And we will. You're welcome for the music. Gene's laughing. Good. Mike says, thanks, Bruce. You're welcome. Thanks, Mike, for tuning in, for all of you. Great seeing you. Enjoy what's left of your Winedown Wednesday and your evening, and we will see you next time.